I mean, the most common reaction is probably sort of like, oh, it's like a time machine in here.
Virtually everybody that walks through our door, if they've not been before, they come in and they go, whoa, what the fuck is this?
I'm not sure there's such a thing as a typical day at Audio Gold, which is part of the point.
There's so much nostalgia, I think, and people don't realise that so much of this equipment that was being produced and mass-produced in the late 70s and 80s is like still some of the best equipment available today.
So I'm Ben Shallcross, and I run Audio Gold, whatever that means. It's sort of nominally the boss, although I'm not super comfortable with that title for obvious reasons, because it's very much a team. Anything that's brilliant has to be done by lots of different people. At base level, it's just a hi-fi shop. But it's probably not really like any hi-fi shop. There's one or two around the world. There's probably not another one really in the country. Because the uniqueness is that we blend lots of lovely old things and lots of lovely new things. I guess we've got ideas. We've got ideas about, how different hi-fi can be, how it can be sort of very personal, very bespoke. Bespoke's a funny word, isn't it? But that's really the word, because we like to meet people and meet their spaces and then sort of really work. A sound system is a system that must include the environment and the person and even the psychology, all of that. So that's really what Audio Gold does. It sort of works at a deeper and more sort of systems level of, without making it too poncy, but we try and really meet people. One way or another, it's all about people, isn't it, really? And it's about the amazing people that come in here and sort of engage with us and are prepared to go deeper with it, and have long conversations, maybe over years, and become friends and all that. So it's about those people, and also it's about the amazing people over the 30 years that we've run. Audio Gold, like anything like this, is very organic. It's very emerging out of the people that have been here for all those years.
Hiya, I'm Alex Barwise. I work with Robin and Ben and the other guys on the shop floor. I think the idea of buying potentially quite expensive kit that's going to live with you in order to reproduce music, doing so without listening to it properly, is not something that I would suggest or really understand why anyone would do that. There's support available to best exploit the technology that you can get in a shop that you can't get if you buy something from Amazon. That will mean that you get much more value out of it because you're choosing something that's right for you and your space and your life. The variety of kit that we've got here and the variety of records and music itself is a good thing for the world, I think, and is unusual. And there's a shared, music being a shared aspect that people are enthused by.
My name is Josh, and my role at Audio Gold is not hugely definable, I suppose, like all of us. But my focus outside of customer service and running the shop is in the new records, buying in, stocking, organising the new side of the record shop. Ben's niece, Hannah, became a very good friend of mine and someone who I was working with before Audio Gold. I actually was made redundant from that job, and the first thing I thought when I left my other job was, I want to go and work in a hi-fi shop. I've always been into music forever, and before I came to London, I ran a music festival. Over the last few years of my time in London before this point, I'd been getting more and more into this hi-fi dance party scene. Hannah, the same person who introduced me to the shop, introduced me to this party when I first moved to London, and the party is called Beauty and the Beat. This party uses a very large hi-fi system, and you set it up in four corners of the room, and then music is played all through the night. The way in which people interact with the music in this kind of square is so different to how I'd encountered dancing or connection through people and music in any way before. So it captured me. Through the shop, I had the opportunity to start our own party. I drove to Denmark in Ben's van to buy a pair of speakers. You go around in the van, you collect it from the apartments, you take it to the venue, you set it up, you party all night long till 6 a.m. and then you take it all down and then you take it all back all on the same night. So there's like this real community feel to it. There's a lot of involvement, and we've been throwing rude movements over the last few years, once every sort of 2 or 3 months. It's a really amazing thing. Like, the sound is so immersive, it's so all-consuming, and just a very beautiful thing. It's a very powerful way to connect with music and people. There's a whole ethos that Ben creates around love and kindness and compassion and sort of, I think that extends to the customers and even just the whole vibe of the shop. You know, people get treated in the way that suits them when they come here, and the fact that we're able to sell really nice vintage systems to people who can afford them and want them, it enables us to have a shop full of smaller bits for people who are just starting out on their journey. So there's this whole kind of, if you just did sort of one or the other, it wouldn't have the whole range. It feels so stand out, and there aren't many shops that have this sort of character to them. If someone comes in here and, you know, it's something to do with having music in their life, and that feels very important to me. It really feels like you are making a difference in the world and helping people, bringing music into people's lives.
Hi, my name's Robin Brunson, and I'm one of the team at Audio Gold. I've known Ben for a long time. I was doing a lot of stuff with music and video before that, and just got to the point where I couldn't go travelling around the world with 2 kids, so it seemed like a natural place to come and work. I used to sort of make music and DJ and stuff, produce music and went around the world. I was at college, I think, and I suppose it was the advent of sort of house music, acid house mainly. Everybody started sort of buying records then, and everybody had decks, so I was on a furniture design course at the time. Someone showed me you could make tunes with a keyboard and a computer and an old Atari, and that was it really. You know, ultimately what we love doing is actually sitting down with people in the shop and building them a bespoke system, be it new or secondhand or for vinyl or streaming or whatever. Have everyone here, from people just getting into it to very well-known celebrities, so Get a cutaway of the dog.
What a lot of the places I hang out in and Audio Gold have in common is that there is some element of endeavouring to make the space inclusive, whether that be catering to all sorts of different budgets or trying to welcome in as many a variety of people. You know, it goes both ways as well. Sometimes people come in here and I learn from them. See, when you're dealing with vintage gear, there's just, you know, it just doesn't stop what you can learn. Yeah, there's so much knowledge to gather. Yeah, music is a really big part of my life. If you can get a bunch of people in a room, yeah, and create that experience, that communal experience through music together, that's really magic.
A lot of the people who work here and have worked here have been musicians, and the work that we do is about honouring the music and putting that extra effort into really reproducing it at home and hearing it in a brilliant way. Amazing musicians have gone to all of that, you know, practice and skill and inspiration, and they've laid down what they often laid their hearts down, haven't they, and their souls open, gone to all of that. So I suppose a lot of what our customers are doing and what we're doing is meeting that and going, well, you've done all that, we're gonna do a load of work as well, and not just listen to it on a little thing that sits on the mantelpiece or just on our phone or something like that. So it's really about respecting music and engaging with it on a deep level. Yeah.
My name is Joe. I grew up in Brazil. Yeah, I did some cool stuff there too. I used to be a cameraman. I used to be behind the cameras, just like you. Did some travel in Europe, came to UK. I thought I was going back to Brazil, but then just life, things happen, and I stayed here. For 2 years, I lived in a boat on the River Lee, and my neighbor, he introduced me to band, and I started working here Saturdays. I used to do like Saturday jobs. The people that works here became not just the colleagues of work, but become my friends. And yeah, I love this place. All day I'm here on the back fixing sometimes amplifiers and decks, CD players, but mainly would be turntables. Yeah, we live in a world where people are used to throw things away. Yeah, try to rescue and save those old things.
There's a lot of brilliant old kit that is still relatively affordable and can produce great sound.
No, it's been a big part of Audio Gold. I think that kind of recycling thing as well. We hate to see stuff end up on landfill that is perfectly good, sometimes better than new stuff, so that's a big part of it as well.
The sort of steady stream of old ladies who need the batteries put in their Roberts radios, and the people who've messed up buying things online that need to have that unwoven, the instant repairs, the last minute lead to let a party happen. It's endless and daily. We have a lot of people that come here just to be here, and it serves as a community space.
Audio Gold has that element of where it was born from. I think there's always been that slight community vibe to the shop. We've always liked to do sort of gigs and stuff here and events and try and be not just a shop, I suppose.
Yeah, I really understand people who've fought to, save the high street, because it's more than just buying goods. It's somewhere where you can meet people in person, to have the opportunity to listen to something before you buy it just makes sense when it comes to hi-fi equipment.
The amazing thing about this place, I'm sure it's not unique, but it feels rare, is the sheer range of people that come through the door. You know, we have an extraordinary diversity of people that come through the door.
Audio Gold isn't just my place of work, it's become my family and my home, and I feel cared for and considered.
It's great to do a job with things that you love, learning things that you would spend time learning in your spare time.
It's a great job, yeah. I mean, I've never really had a normal job.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing place.
Yeah, I feel like I've met a community of fellow musicians who like to play music in a similar way.
The people that works here are amazing, and yeah, they become family.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's the best job I've ever had. Yeah.
More and more as the years go on, and particularly as we are a bit more embedded and you know, I'm more confident that the business is okay. And then what emerges is this ability for this place to be, in its gentle, day-by-day way, a place for good, a place for kindness and compassion.